Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Recap episode number 57. We getting closer to 60. Oh, yes, we are. Getting closer to 60. Okay, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Okay, there we go. How is everyone? I hope you are doing well. I know some of our southern states have been visited by Mr. Frosty, the snowman. Okay, y'all got some of that snow. Now, I hope everybody is all right and ain't nobody freezing or anything like that. I hope you got your heat up and everything. Okay, so this is the recap episode number 57. If you are new here, hello. My name is Sexy Harlem 125. Greetings. Greetings to you. Okay. I come here usually on Sunday, but I pushed it back because I had work to do. Okay. I don't do the questions of the day for a week. I do them for the month. That takes me all day. If you've ever edited anything, you already know what it is. Hello, Sonia J. Happy Monday, girl. You listening while working almost out of there. Okay, I'm going to keep talking. So, hold on for a second. I have to blow my nose. Okay, very good. I usually come here and tell you what I've done for the week. Now, the questions of the day that I'm getting ready to speak of are linked in this video. See, I made it easy for y'all. I made it easy for you so that you can follow along if you so choose. And you'll know what we're discussing, what we're talking about. Now, this recap is going to be a little bit different. First of all, I asked you all last Sunday, well, no, not last Sunday, last Monday, to give me some love songs for the month of February. Let me tell y'all how y'all didn't do that. So I had to go on and do it myself. Shame on y'all. Shame, shame, shame on y'all. You couldn't even help your little content creator out. Shame on you. So that's what I was doing. Okay. And it's a whole process. It's a whole process. But in any event, I really didn't do anything this past week. I think I went out to the store once. Oh, no, 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 no. Ain't no oops. No, 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 no. Ain't no sorry. No, 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 no. I only went out once. Okay, one time, and I think that was Friday, and today is Monday. Okay, so listen, I don't. I really gotta go grocery shopping, but the way this snow is set up on the sidewalk and sometimes in the street, I just don't feel like it. But I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go. So hopefully I can go tomorrow and just pick up a few things. I wanna get some fruits and vegetables so I can make some juice. Hmm. And I gotta get a few other things, but it's not important. Now, we're supposed to be here in New York, we're supposed to be having two. I know they not. Please hold. Okay, I guess they was trying to get through the traffic light. Child. Um, this is crazy. This is crazy. They get on my nerves. I'm telling you. But in any instance, I gotta pick up a few things, and we're supposed to be getting two separate days of snow, and I don't know what that's gonna do. I don't know how that's gonna go. I haven't even. The news is so bad. I just skip it altogether sometimes. Let's see. I placed grocery orders and picked them up. I don't want to shop myself unless necessary, and it was cold. Well, you know what? I'm gonna give you kudos for that one because the way these germs are set up, I can't trust nobody touching my shit. I just listen. They already touched it before I got there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to wash everything down once I get it home. But I have to do it myself. I have to. I, that's just me. I have to do it myself. So um that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to do it before these 2 days of snow hit. Now, I know you do. I know it is because it's my friend too, the wipes and the spray. Do you spray your doorknobs? Do you spray your doorknobs? Because I do. Especially my front doorknob. Yeah, I spray that doorknob. The outside and the inside. I spray it. See, I don't have a lot of company, so it's just me in here. But what I also do is, oh no, you're not. Why they want to play with me right now? Okay, I have a mat on the side of my door. Exactly. Hey, Felicia B. How are you, my love? Yup. Yup. Switches and everything. Shoes off at the door. Now, I do that. I do that. Even when I'm going to empty the garbage, the hell is going on? Hold on, y'all. All right. Even when I'm coming inside, like when I'm going to empty the garbage, I have some slides at the door. I take my Uggs off, put those slides on, walk down the hall, put the garbage in the incinerator, walk back, step on the mat, take my slides off, and put my Uggs back on. What is that? IVIG infusions. Let's see. Hmm. Wait a minute. Is this for lupus? Felicia P? Is that for lupus? Because I'm asking for a reason. I'm looking it up and I'm seeing subcutaneous immunoglobulin professional website. And I'm like, wait a minute now. And it has a .com here. Dosing and administration, efficacy and safety rules, copay assistance, billing codes, PI and boxed warning. So, okay. All right. Well, I do a monthly infusion. I do a monthly infusion for my lupus, and that's called Sapnello. And it's a biologic. Yeah, it's a biologic. So, um, doing the infusion, if it works, it cut down a lot of the medication for me. It cut out almost all of it for me because I was doing Dapsone too while I was still on the biologic, and uh, they took me off the Dapsone because I was doing so well on the Sapnello. So let me see something. Oh God, I wish they would stop it. They getting on my nerves. Please hold. Okay, you supposed to start in March. All right. Did you ask any questions Is 2 consecutive days a month? Okay, so you have to do it twice a month and not once like me. Okay, what you need to do is ask questions. And if you can't remember the questions that, and you know what, or you can give my shots once every week. Well, it depends on which one you would rather. Um, I know with exactly record your appointments and write your questions down. The ones that you forgot to ask, write them down. And don't whatever you do, don't try to be just be straightforward. That's what I'm going to say. Just be straightforward. And you want them to be straightforward with you. That's the type of relationship I have with my doctor. I be like, listen, just give it to me straight. Don't don't try to handle me with kid gloves because you're talking about my life. So I want you to give it to me straight. Just straight up. Just say it. So, which one benefits you more? The going twice a month or the injections? Because, see, I can't give myself no injections. I'm just not going to do that. And they asked me, um, a long time ago if that was possible, would I do it? And I said no. And the reason why I said no is because I don't care how thin the needle is. I don't care if it's an easy procedure. I'm not a doctor. Yes, I know my body. Yes, I can tell when I'm getting ready to have a flare. Yes. However, let's see. I've been prolonging it about 2 years to my number and antibodies not going down. Too okay, they too active. What? I can understand. I was getting ready to say, why did you wait 2 years? But I can understand it. I can understand it because I've gone from medication to medication to medication. I'm telling you, my medication list is it's longer than my arm. It's probably, and I'm 5 feet two. It's probably longer than that. Yeah. So what you wanna do is put your system to sleep. You want it to rest. So any questions that you didn't ask before, any concerns you have on both sides, whether you want to inject yourself or you want to go into the office, it's best for you to write your questions down if you forgot them. Write them in your phone. Do not write them in a notebook because you are more inclined to forget the notebook. You're not going to forget your phone. You've been researching and asking, believe me. Okay, all right. I mean, that's how I was with the biologic. I mean, like, really, that's how I was with the biologic. Because to be truthful and honest, I got to a place where because we was we was hanging on the rope by our fingernails, and we talking beyond the knot. Okay, so when the doctor came to me with the Benlysta, oh my God, it's just noise everywhere. It's just noise everywhere. One of these days, I'm going to go in the bathroom and sit in a tub and record. I swear to God. Anyway, hold on. Oh, yeah, and no, I do not have a dog. Okay, maybe the pup has went on about his business now. I have taken so much medication, it's ridiculous. I'm talking about the list of things that I'm allergic to and the list of things that do not work are the same length. I'm telling you, I have been through a lot of medications. My doctor gave me the Benlysta. She came to me and she said, look, we're already, hmm, hold on, please. My doctor came to me with the Benlysta and she said, listen, I know how you feel about needles because I don't like needles. I don't. And this is strange because I go every month to get a needle. Or when I visit my doctor, depending on which one it is, they do blood work and then they do blood work for everybody else on my team so I don't have to get stuck twice. What you say, girl? You singing to the choir. It's exhausted and we're just guinea pigs and lamb here. listen, listen. I just swore that when she came to me with this Ben Lister, she had to practically beg me to do it because she knows I hate needles. Okay, so I said, all right, because what choice did I have? I'm already swallowing 15 pills every fucking day. So she's telling me this could possibly take these pills away. You possibly won't have to take so many. At this point, I was like, fuck it. I'll try anything, anything outside of jumping out of a window. I'm down for it. So I did that for 7 months before we found out it wasn't working. The Benlysta was giving me energy. Once I did it and I had enough energy to go home and do this and do that, and then I would crash out for 3 days. Okay? I'm telling you. So the last day, I'll never forget the last day that I was going to go get my infusion. I was standing at the desk checking in, and my phone rang. It was my oldest sister. And I said, hey, what's up? And she said, what you doing? I said, I'm checking in to get my infusion. She said, girl, our sister died. I said, what? Good afternoon, Diamond Club Hustler. How are you? Hello. Yeah, so I was checking in and my sister said, our sister died. I said, what? She said, yeah. She said they're not going to hold the body long. So I said, I'm going to call you back. And I was standing there at the desk. I had already put because this one was a fingerprint scan. So I put my finger up there and they had already scanned it and everything. So I said, I was just standing there and they were going, I'm not going to use my real name. They said, Sexy Harlem. Sexy Harlem. I said, huh? The lady behind the desk said, is something wrong? I said, my sister just died. And the whole desk, it was like 5 people. This is a long ass desk. 5 receptionists. And they was like, oh no. Do you want us to reschedule your infusion? What do you want us to do? Would you like some water? We have some donuts. I was like, oh, I could not talk. Thank you so much. That it was a while back. It was a while back. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't talk. So one of the nurses took me to the side and sat me down, and she said, listen, we can reschedule your infusion until after all of this is over. And I was like, I can't reschedule because I'm hurting. She said, all right, we're going to do everything possible to make you comfortable. She said, we're going to take your blood pressure right now and your weight. She said, because I know you're upset, so your blood pressure is going to be kind of high. She said, listen, just try to calm down. She went and got me some water and some damn juice and some fucking donuts and some Lorna Doone cookies. I was getting everything I wanted that day, so I went on ahead and I had the infusion. That infusion, the Ben Lister infusion, takes 2 hours. It took 2 hours, sometimes 3. And I was sitting in that chair that whole time, and I was texting my sister, and I told her, I said, I'm getting my infusion. I can't not get it because I'm in pain. I need it. All right. I did that for 7 months. I went back to my doctor, and she looked at my blood work, and she said, I'm sorry to tell you this. She said, the Ben Lister is not working. I said, what? I said, what are we going to do? She said, there's something else that I want you to try. And I looked at her and she said, no. My doctor is not our color. Okay. But it seems like she should be, you know what I'm saying? So she said, there's something else I want you to try, but it's still in trial right now. She said, we're going to put you on Dapsone. And as soon as this trial is over and I have a chance to talk to the team, which is my team, talk to the team, we're all going to come to a consensus as to whether this is going to work for you. So, obviously, because from my understanding, the Benlysta is more for the SLE, which is inside, like your heart, your liver, your lungs, your kidneys. You know what I'm saying? And my lupus, I have discoid lupus with SLE symptoms. That means that the lupus is attacking the biggest organ, which is my skin. Okay. But it's also tap dancing on the liver, the kidney, the lungs. It's just not too much, but it's doing damage. You know what I'm saying? Please hold. Okay, you said you have SLE. Have you tried Benlysta? Has your doctor suggested Benlysta? Sometimes you got to bring shit to their attention and tell them what you want, because remember, they work for you. Without us, they wouldn't have shit. Okay? Believe me, almost every organ has been affected. Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah, and for me, Felicia Fee, almost every organ has been affected as well. Oh, you tried it. So what happened? I mean, okay, obviously it didn't work for you. Obviously it didn't work for you because now they're thinking along the lines of something else. I mean, so like I was saying, my lupus attacks my skin more than anything else. Okay. And I do have kidney damage. Okay. And I do have kidney damage. I do have liver damage, and there is um some heart damage, but it's not severe. A diamond cluster hustler said, did the new med work better? Girl, let me tell you. the the DAP zone that she gave me, it helped. I'll say that. It helped. But see, just like with any other medical condition, when they give you something, they just can't automatically stop it. They have to wean you off of it. So, when the biologic finally cleared the trials and everything else, I'm right now, I'm going on my 4th year. Okay, at the end of this year, right before Thanksgiving, it'll be year number 4. with the sapnello. Please hold. Yeah, so it'll be year number 4. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I was very, very skeptical. I was skeptical about the Ben Lister, especially when they talking about. Let me pull my curtains because I think that might help with the noise. Please hold. Okay, now I was very, very, I was very skeptical from the gate about the Ben Lister. Very, very skeptical and very, very afraid because I went on and I read about it, just like I read about the Sapnello. And it's a chance of death. It seems like everything is a chance of death with us. You know what I'm saying? So I went and had my first infusion before Thanksgiving. It was a week before Thanksgiving, 3 years ago. This November will be the 4th year. Okay. So when I went in and I checked in, I went upstairs. They didn't hook me up right away because, see, she that sounds like the chemotherapy treatments. I did much better with the infusion and the pills. You see what I'm saying? But um these are a biologic. Chemotherapy? Mm-mm. No. Because they gave me a chemo med, so I know the difference. This is a biologic. This is not the Benlysta and the Sapnemo. Those are not chemotherapy meds. I took a chemotherapy med that landed me in the emergency room. I think that thing started with the letter I. I forgot the name of it. But if the doctor ever said it to me and asked me, "Are you allergic to this?" and I could say, "Yup," So when I went in, and this happens every single time when I go to get my infusion. This is why I said I would rather go to the hospital than do it myself. I go in, I check in at the admitting office, and then I go upstairs. Okay? When I go upstairs, I can sit and be comfortable in my seat. My infusion is not going to get there until about between the hours of 10:30 and 12. So if I get there really, really early, like I always do, which I just changed my time this year, okay? I'm sitting there for, yep, that's it. That's the one. That is the one right there. I'm allergic to that mother. That shit almost killed me. Let's see. I've survived breast cancer. The infusion, however, had me need blood transfusion and iron. See, you see how this just it's different for everybody. It's different for everybody. All right, now popping in and say, hey y'all, happy Monday. Happy Monday, my 2 cents. So when I went and I check in, I sit there until my infusion comes. Now, they will hook me up to the IV once the infusion is on its way and I don't have to wait a long time. Let's see. Have you noticed a difference between people who's newly diagnosed less than 10 years versus those who've been diagnosed longer? Yeah, I have. I have. I feel like the ones that are newly diagnosed have more questions and more fear. Give me my belly drill and I'm in. Oh my God. So once my infusion comes, they just, they do all the things. They screw it in. What you said? On to the bin lister. On the bin lister. So I noticed now, this is my experience with the first dose of Safnello. This is why they say the bin lister mostly treats people with SLE that have ongoing problems on the inside. Now, every biologic is not for everybody, okay? It's not for everybody. So I noticed with the Safnello, what? I forgot to add been listed to the question. Oh my God. I got the Safnello. And I know when I got there, I was not feeling, I was anxious, but lupus wise, I was tired. And our type of tired is different from the normal people's type of tired, where they say, oh, I'm tired, I've been working all day. Child. You ain't tired until you had lupus, okay? So, um, so I went, the infusion went fine. I got home, and the next day, okay, can't stay, but quick question. Does lupus typically require infusions? Just wondering because I know somebody who claims they have it but aren't on any meds nor take injections. Oh my God, girl. Sometimes it depends. Sometimes you could be treated with medication, you could just be treated with pills, and that works. It depends on your system. It depends on how long you've had it. It depends on a lot of things. It depends on how long you've had it, when you were diagnosed, what type of lupus you have. It just depends. It depends on a lot. It depends on the labs that you get, from your blood work to your urine to your workover. It depends on a lot of stuff. And if they claim they have it and they aren't on any infusions or anything like that, then um and they if they claim they have it and they ain't taking nothing, that's bullshit. Because if you have lupus, you gonna be taking something to keep your system stable. It's a lot of variations. However, it's four main ones. You understand what I'm saying? And if this person is not taking anything, not even hydrochloroquine at night, if they're not taking that at least, then child, ain't nothing wrong with them. I'm sorry to say it, Lord forgive me. Because if you have lupus, you definitely gonna be taking something. Hello, I don't know anyone that's diagnosed with SLE lupus and not on any medications. Me either. Okay, I don't know none either. So, but I noticed with that first girl, I ain't got no other choice but to be honest. This is my life. And if I want to save somebody else's life or I want to help them along the journey, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be brutally honest. After that first infusion, I'm going to just cut this down. After that first infusion with the Safnello, I'm going to tell you, it was like day and night. Day and night. Okay? Although my skin, the lupus has damaged my skin, all my lesions are flat and they're not red. That was the problem we were having. I was even taking needles to my face for the lesions that were on my face. Here we go. Even in remission, never heard of no medication. That's right. So, my first infusion with Safnello, because see, Safnello is primarily for the skin. If you have DLE, which is discoid lupus erythematosus, you have discoid lupus, Safnello is good for that. It is better than Benlysta, because if you having a flare on your skin and your skin is red and it's itchy and certain spots are raised and all this type of stuff, Saphnelo is particularly for that. That is what it targets. That is why my doctor suggested that I do it. She told me, I know you tired. I know you tired. She said, but we can't give up now. We done came all this long way. We can't give up now. We have to keep going. And her being the doctor that she was or that she is, because she's still my doctor. She's my dermatologist. The doctor that she is, she told me you can't give up. And I'm the type of person, I don't want to give up. I'd rather push myself, So after taking that first dose of Saphnelo, I went to her a week later and she looked at my skin and she said, I can't believe this. No redness, everything flat to the skin. Okay? I was like, I wish they would have came out with this 15 years ago. Okay? Because y'all know I was diagnosed in 1998. 1998. That's a long ass time. That is a long ass time. That is exactly 28 years. 28 years I've been doing this, fighting for my own life. And I'm going to tell you something. With lupus, once you are diagnosed, your old life falls away. You can just forget the old life because now you have stepped into a realm of being born again, but having to fight for your life. You become a warrior. You become a warrior. Whereas before you was just going through life, la 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 la, just enjoying yourself, going to work, going on vacation, doing this, doing that, just doing every damn thing you ever wanted to do. And then, bam, you get sick. And you get diagnosed with lupus. Let's see. Yep, I was diagnosed in 1996. What a roller coaster of a beautiful blessing. Yeah, but it's a roller coaster of a beautiful blessing. But guess what? There's one thing missing. In remission, I take, wait a minute, Verrazino, and diarrhea is the reason I say I would rather get the infusion. Well, get the infusion, girl. If you think that's going to help you, get the infusion. If it's going to make your life easier, get the infusion. But fighting is great. You know what I'm saying? We are all warriors. We have all gone through different shit. But there is still one thing missing. Okay, I still do. I still do everything, but with adaptations. Okay, all right, yeah. There's still one thing missing out of all of this. Out of all of this, there is still one thing missing. One thing that each and every person that has lupus is waiting for, and that is a cure. We're all waiting for that. So it's great that medical science has come a long way. I keep saying that. Let's see. I have an appointment with my oncologist next month. I'm going to ask. Okay. And make sure you ask questions too. And tell them not to pull no punches, to tell you what you want to know, which is the truth. Don't beat around the bush. I can't stand nobody that beats around the bush. And don't be using them big ass words. Break it down. Okay? Break it down. That's what I want them to do for me. And they do it. Talk to me like you talking to a human. Hello, Mr. Son. How are you? Talk to me like you talking to your kid. I mean, not in a baby voice. Just talk to me like you talking to a girlfriend or something like that. And that's what I told my doctor from the very beginning of meeting her. Oh, I asked lots of questions. She's very honest. And that's what I'm talking about. See, you got people out here that are doctors that do care. I'm telling you, I have read so many stories where, let's see, great, finally off official work duties. Yay! So, I'm telling you, my doctor, I told her that from the gate. From the gate, I told her, I said, look, I'm not a hard person to get along with. I'm not a hard patient. I'm going to come for every single appointment. And if I miss it, you better know that I missed it because it was either a situation where I had to stay home because of housing or I'm sick. It's just one of those two things because anything else can wait. Even a delivery, anything else can wait. So that's what I told her. And I said, I want you to be honest with me. I want you to be open with me. I don't, listen, if I'm going to die, I want you to tell me. And she had to one time. She had to tell me when I was in the hospital and my platelets dropped. She said, listen, I think you should call your family. She said, because according to your labs, this is it. I said, according to Jesus, no, it's not. And guess who went home? Me. After plasmapheresis and all that, switching hospitals, everything. I've been through some shit, okay? I have been through some shit. I mean, I could tell you some stories that'll make the hairs on your neck stand up. I'm telling you. But yeah, I just told her, I want you to tell me the truth. And I told that to everybody on my team. I told that to my now My primary care doctor is a man. And I told him the same thing. I said, look, um, although the team is mostly women, I appreciate you. You've been hanging in there with me for a while now. We was like a year in because I didn't like him at first. So after that year went by, I told him, I said, look, I want you to be honest with me. I'm a human being. I want you to be honest with me. I don't want you to pull no punches. I want you to tell me what it is. And he said, I'll do that for you, Sexy Harlem. I said, well, all right. And he's been doing it. And my team is amazing. I'm going to tell you. They are some amazing people who care. When I sit down and I read these stories that come from other people with lupus about how their doctors talk to them, I'm like, girl, let me at their ass. Let me at their ass because nah. They wouldn't be talking to me like that. Oh, girl, you should hear the horror stories, or not hear, but I should say read these horror stories that are going on with people that have lupus. They go in and they tell a doctor, I'm in pain, I'm this, I'm that. Are you sure it's not lupus? No, it's fibromyalgia. What? It's fibromyalgia. Okay, well, why did this doctor say this then? That's why I always say, if you don't like your doctor, you can change. You don't have to stick with the same person. Or if you feel like you have to, then guess what? You might have to curse them out. You might have to curse them out to get them to listen. There are some male doctors that just brush these women off. Oh, it's nothing. It's menopause. It's this, it's that. I said, child, that couldn't be me. Oh, no. That could not be me. That could, it couldn't be me. Okay, it just couldn't. Cause if I'm telling you one thing, and I'm telling you what this person diagnosed me with, and you gonna change the diagnosis and give me something else, and I'm getting worse and not better, something is wrong with you. Okay? Because you don't want to listen. And I say this all the time. If you can get all your care at one hospital, that is what you should do. All your care at one hospital. Don't go over here to the clinic over here, and go to the clinic over here, and go to your PCP over here. They're going to ask you what the other doctor said. And you know we get lupus fog and we forget. So, I mean, what? Hello? I have all my care in one place. Please hold. They know I'm live, child. Getting all your care in one place means that all those computers are hooked together. That means you don't have to answer any questions about blood work. That means you don't have to answer any questions about what one doctor said because it's in the notes. So this is why I get all my care in one place. They must bug you. Exactly. Oh, look, they subscribed. They probably subscribed. Oh, primary primary gynecologist, oncologist, neurosurgeon, and neurologist. That's right. Everybody in one hospital, everybody in one hospital in one place. That way you don't have to answer jack shit. Have everybody in one spot. I mean, it's more stress relief for you as a lupus patient. You know what I'm saying? Or any patient. If you have a lot going on and you going to all these different clinics, why not just go to the hospital and find out if they got them clinics in the hospital? And don't let them send you outside to this doctor or that doctor. No. Why can't we find it here in this hospital? What you said, they better thumbs up since they in the bushes, the ambulance that is. Yep, all my docs in one hospital. That's right. I mean, it's better for you. You only got to go one place. One place. That's all you got to go. One place. Okay? Listen, we got the ambulance, the fire people, the police. We even got the people outside making noise. Cats, dogs, humans, child. But is there any more? This is going to be a long live. I'm going to let you know right now. Oh, I woke up at a different hospital and I was pissed. I know you was. I know you was. I know you was pissed, girl. I'm like, You better take me to Bellevue. You don't take me to Bellevue, your ass is grass. Okay? Your ass is grass. All right, so do we have any more questions? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do we have any more questions about lupus before I move on to the recap? Because this recap is going to be quite different. And I got a feeling that y'all might like this because I asked a question on Wednesday and nobody answered it. Not only that, nobody gave me any love songs either. But I'm going to get y'all for that one. Oh, yeah, I'm going to get y'all. I'm going to get y'all good. I'm going to get y'all on the pop-up quiz. That's what I'm going to get y'all. Let's see. I was mad. My aunt called the ambulance and I woke up at the Southern Regional. Girl, I know you was mad. I know you was mad. I missed it. You missed it. How you missed my last live when I was asking for love songs? How you miss it when I put it in the living room? How you miss it? Just tell me that. Oh, I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna get y'all good. Yes, I am. All right. Do we have any more questions? Oh, work. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Do we have any more questions about lupus and um the treatments before I go on? Okay. So we're going to move on with the recap, episode number 57. And we are doing, oh, let me undo this because I got to turn the page. We are doing last week 126, 26, 220. Why did I put 126, 26? Why did I do that? 226, 26, 2. No, it is 1 because this is February. 126, 26, 128, 26, and 130, 26. Okay? So let's see. No, I learned a lot today. Thank you for sharing. You are very welcome. I mean, we can talk about it all day long, but I know y'all got things to do. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Monday's thought was protect your energy. I know they not. Monday's thought was protect your energy. Give it only to people and places that multiply it. Protect your energy. Give it only to people and places that multiply it. Please hold. Okay, I hope y'all got that. Protect your energy, give it only to people and places that multiply it. Now, here is the question. Don't laugh at me, JL. Don't laugh at me. Um, if you, here's the question. If you wrote an autobiography, we all know what an autobiography is. If you wrote an autobiography, what would your book be titled? Why did I just look at the TV and see Chick-fil-A? Now they need to stop it. If you wrote an autobiography, what would your book be titled? Well, since no one answered the question, I'm going to go ahead and give you my answer. Let's see. My answer is wolf tails. Here we go again. Okay, I just asked the question, Sonia J. The question is, if you wrote an autobiography, what would your book be titled? And Diamond Cluster Hustler said, hot but cold as ice. Miss Toussaint said, I am because I am who I am. And I said, wolf tails. And Diamond Cluster Hustler said, I thought of this. Okay. So this is where I have a decision to make. Because this next question, my answer is long. So we can jump to Friday or we can stay in order. You have, well, you need to tell me how to do it. Um, yeah, Miss Toussaint, I just figured it out too. um, so oh really? So what do y'all want me to do? Do y'all want me to keep going in order? Or do y'all want me to skip over Wednesday, go to Friday, and come back to Wednesday? Okay, go in order. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna go in order. This next one is gonna be long. And y'all are gonna wish y'all would have saved this for last, but okay. The thought for Wednesday was stop announcing your goals. Work in silence. Okay. Been through the storm would be my autobiography. I would read that. I would read all of y'all titles because they're so interesting. I would read them all. Yep. Stop announcing your goals. Work in silence. Work in silence. Now, the question, and see, I be going overboard sometimes for y'all. Trying to keep it interesting for y'all. So, It says, finish this sentence as if you were telling a story. It was a dark and stormy night. You have to continue from there. And I did. So, I have like 2.25 pages, and I left a cliffhanger on purpose. Okay? So now I'm going to read this to you. This is my answer because it's saying, finish this sentence as if you were telling a story. It was a dark and stormy night. Okay, here we go. It was a dark and stormy night. The thunder and lightning threatened to crack the earth in half. I sat in a high-back chair at a long table that 11 others were also sitting at. We only knew each other by first name and nothing more. The others were chatting with each other, but not about themselves, because they were given strict instructions not to. We were being watched. I remember how I was contacted, how I came to be sitting at this table amongst everyone else. For me, it was a normal day of coffee, toast, orange juice, and checking emails. I came across an email titled Open Me and Change Your Life. I sent it to spam. Another one appeared with the title, I am not for the spam folder. Open me and change your life. I sat there staring at my screen. I cleared my cookies, disconnected the internet, restarted my laptop, connected to the Wi-Fi, and connected to the Wi-Fi again. I went back to my email and deleted it. I couldn't think of anything else that could be done to change my life anyway. So there was that. The email was sent again, and in the subject line, in bold capital letters, it said, I am not for the trash bin either. Now please open me so I can change your life. I decided to consult with a few friends about it. I chuckle softly now as I think of the mixed reactions I got. Don't open it. It's spam. It said it wasn't. Delete it. It said it won't be. After an hour of possibilities and promises of buying me a new laptop if anything happened, I took a deep breath and clicked on the email. There we have it. That is my answer. That is my answer. Now, I could have kept going with that because I was kind of feeling that. I was like, oh yeah, this could happen. This could happen. This could happen. But I said, I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna keep it short. So, what did you think of my answer? That was my answer. I'll wait. Or maybe I won't. Okay. That was my answer. So I would buy this in leather bound. Sounds intriguing. Great answer. Creative. Yeah. I got creative with that answer. And I was like, this might be something I can do every Sunday. But then I was like, no, 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 no. Let's not put more on you than you can bear. So let's move on to Friday. Sometimes the thought for Friday was sometimes the wait is longer because the blessing is bigger. Ooh, me too. I even love the thought of a new book because I'm doing mostly audio books. I haven't been to Barnes and Noble in a long time. I know if I go in there, I'm gonna lose my mind. I know I'm gonna lose my mind. So that thought was sometimes the wait is longer because the blessing is bigger. And I have experience where I had to wait longer for something and it was more than what I thought it was going to be. Okay. The question for that day was a date with a book. Mm. I'm telling you, I have books in here. I love reading. I do. I think that's something I'm going to do more of this summer too. Um, the question for Friday was, what do you like on your burger? Your regular burger, your beef burger, your veggie burger, or your turkey burger? What do you like on your burger? I'm going to tell you what I like on my burger. Starting with the bun, okay? I like a nice, soft brioche bun, okay? I want mustard on one side and I want mayonnaise on the other. In the middle, I would like some sauteed onions, some lettuce, some tomatoes, two or three pickles, and we talking turkey burger. Okay. This is how I like my turkey burger. And I want lettuce on the bottom so that the juices don't flow through the bread because I don't like soggy bread. Okay. I don't like soggy bread. So that's how I would build my burger. It would be mustard on one side, mayonnaise on the other, sauteed white onions, lettuce, tomato, and a few pickles. And if you don't have no pickles, maybe a little bit of sweet relish. Okay, maybe a little bit of sweet relish. Let's see. Mayo, mustard, ketchup, sauteed onion, sweet relish. It could be turkey, beef, or veggie burger. Ow. Meat, cheese, onions, mayo, and mustard only. Okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Um, oh yeah, I forgot the ketchup. I forgot the ketchup. Bacon cheeseburger, mustard and mayonnaise, ketchup, lettuce, pickles, tomatoes, no onions on a toasted bun. Hello. That's what I know. That's what I'm talking about. I got used to when I was coming up. I know we all had a rough childhood, or maybe you didn't. I know we did. What to say? I'm hungry now. Listen, I know some of us had a rough childhood and we couldn't have the brioche bun that we wanted. We had to have Wonder Bread. And some people didn't have any bread at all. So I should be thankful. You know what? That is something that I'm getting ready to do. I have a whole KitchenAid stand mixer and I have never made any bread. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some bread. Not today. Not today. I have a few things to get before I make this bread. All right, y'all. So that was your recap. Episode number 57. 126.26, 128.26, and 130.26. Now, I'm going to do my best. Let me see. I ate hot dogs and hamburgers between loaf bread as a child. It didn't bother me. It still don't. I still do it now. You know what? I don't. For some reason, I have not. Good old house burger. I used to eat my burgers like that once I got grown and got my own place. But if I had a choice, oh, wait a minute now. Now, see, JL, you trying to start something. You trying to start something here now. You are trying to start some mess right now, girl. You starting some mess right now. You know exactly. I have never tried this, but now I'm gonna try it. I am definitely gonna try it. But I think I'm gonna run to the store and get me some snacks because I'm all out of snacks. I'm like, do I really need to go to the store? I really don't. I'm not going. I'm gonna stay in the house because I gotta go out tomorrow anyway. And anything that I want, I can get it tomorrow. Anything that I want, I can get it tomorrow. But I did enjoy this live with y'all. I could go on with that story, but I don't want to start something I can't finish. So that's my answer. And I hope you all enjoyed my answer since y'all didn't answer the question. You know, I got a lot to get y'all for. This pop quiz is going to have to be soon. Use that KitchenAid and make your garlic butter. Oh, girl. It's a couple of things I need. Like I need a whisk. I need you know how you have that mat to roll the dough out with. I need a bench scraper. I need all that. And it's a set on Amazon that I can get. I've been in the house for 2 days due to the snowstorm we had. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. But I was gonna go, but then I just changed my mind. Just to think about, the supermarket is right downstairs, but just to think about getting dressed and all that stuff, girl, I just can't do it. I can't do it. But I want to thank all of you for joining me on this Monday. And I hope you enjoyed. We had a medical session. We had a medical session. And then we had a story time. We did the questions of the day. We had a story time. Let's see. Whisk attachment on Amazon. I got the dough hook. But I got the whisk attachment. The whisk attachment and the dough hook. And the paddle came with it. This was a wonderful live, so informational and fun. Yes, girlie. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, ma'am. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do different things to keep y'all interest so I won't be boring. But listen, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all for coming through. And yeah, I'll let you know when that pop quiz is. I will let you know when that pop quiz is, or maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna pop out on y'all. I gotta think about it. But y'all take care. Thank you so much. Y'all be blessed. Never stressed, and stay safe always. I love y'all. Peace.